Don't try to force filters on me, TikTok. That's my choice. It's Comics and Shots, a completely improvised semi-comedic music by Howard Stern's Mick the Nerd, a.k.a. YouTube and TikTok's Mick the Maverick, a.k.a. Mick the Man, a.k.a. a guy who's really annoyed that his oven just turned off in the middle of baking potatoes. Small power outage. It was very unnoticeable. It didn't reset the clock, but stopped the oven. Today's subject: Hades 2. I'm kidding. The X-Men 97 season finale. Spoilers in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, oh man. Bastion, when he was at final form, he was shooting purple energy blasts like a fucking DBZ villain, baby. It was nuts. And this bit with, Magnus and Charles and the Mindscape. We all thought they were gonna kiss at one point, right? I thought they were gonna kiss. That felt like a moment for them to kiss. Their faces were really close to each other. And Morph would have kissed Wolverine, but Wolverine, if you didn't watch the last episode, ain't doing too good. Seriously, I think Morph and Wolverine is Morph actually loves Wolverine. Ain't that neat? I would honestly be okay if Wolvie, reciprocated that. I mean, it'd be nice if, it's not like the modern era where Logan, Jean, and Scott are in a throuple. They're still figuring that shit out. So yeah, Morph's right over there, Logan. Give them your love. Give them your love. Yeah. And the ending, it's kind of oh boy, they end up practically sacrificing themselves to stop Asteroid M from, nuking the entire planet dinosaur style. But also, the only reason they had to do that was because the freaking idiots shot missiles to the asteroid after they had it handled. Didn't that bug anyone else? They had Bastion on the run. They could have nuked his ass. And hey, let's just shoot some missiles at this thing. That's not going to bite us in the ass. Yes, it did. And now the X-Men are lost to time. And Scarlet Witch is off-world, apparently, for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. Also, here's hoping Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are still Magneto's children, because that retcon in the comics was stupid. It was so dumb. So dumb. Yeah, time travel is a big part of the X-Men in, the lore and the comics, and I think they can do good with it. Scott and Jean in the future with you-know-who. Most of them in Egypt with, I think, pre-evil apocalypse. Oh boy. I'm looking forward to season 2. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. It's going to be X-Men at its finest. And without confusing Krakoan diplomatic nonsense. For once in our lives. With that, like, comment, and subscribe. Donate if you're feeling nice. Share it with a bear. And always remember, praise be to the blood elk, fear the stabopotamus, and death to Kronos. Also, Morph turned into frickin' Mr. Fantastic in the finale. What are the limits of their powers? What are the limits? Blah!